Hey you guys, what's going on? My name is Rye the Writer. Hope you're having a wonderful week out there. Currently in California, it's been raining for the past few days. We had Hurricane Hillary, and I just want to ask this, who's making up these names for these hurricanes? Like, it's just like, out of all the names, Hillary is the threat. Like, she is the problem. Currently today, Oprah Winfrey and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, they're having major backlash after announcing that they would be committing to donating, not personally, but starting a donation fund for survivors of the Maui fire that happened just a few weeks ago. It feels like it's been so long since we've been talking about it for a while. And I was going to do a video on about the fire, like a full kind of like, I guess, documentary on it. Just like detailing what happened, all the conspiracy theories like tied to the fire. Because there's like there's tons going on social media. There's a lot of that. And just the, I guess, like the disparity that's going on between the Maui residents and the millionaires and billionaires that have ownership over the island. There's so much to talk about, just about Maui and Hawaii in general. But yeah, I wanted to discuss this because this is absolutely insane. So I'm going to show you guys the clip that has been trending all over TikTok. We're going to talk about it. I'm going to discuss my thoughts. I found an article because I just wanted to know exactly what the fund was, just to make sure like I understood what Oprah Winfrey and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson were doing, and what the fund was actually about. Because I'm not even gonna lie to you guys, I am a bit perplexed, and that's what I'm saying. We're gonna talk about it, but I'm a bit perplexed about donations, that these two individuals in particular just raising donations. And I have no qualms against Oprah. I have no qualms against Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. I actually love Dwayne the Rock Johnson. He's one of my favorite I guess actors. I loved him in like the WWE back in the day. Like, I was a wee little kid, but yeah, I dig them. But yeah, I don't know, this whole thing just doesn't feel ethical. Like, there's just like a lingering why. if I were just to put everything into like, just to summarize everything into one word, and that would be why, But just watch this video. We're going to talk about this because it needs to be talked about.
We were so concerned about what was happening in Maui that we were texting back and forth. And I read this article that Dolly Parton had given money in her community. And I said, I think this is the answer. You said, I think that's the answer.
I said, I love it.
And so we have created the People's Fund of Maui that will put money directly in the hands of the people who need it right now. So if you send a donation, just click where you see below and send a donation. That money is going to go to one of many residents who have been displaced in Maui. We guarantee.
That's right. And I know a lot of people out there, as Oprah and I have been finding, are just having a hard time trusting where the money goes. What organizations should I send money to? How can I help? In this case, the fund that we created with a lot of hard work from a lot of hardworking people who all care about these people of Maui. As Oprah was saying, it is a clean, direct from you directly to their hands, and right away with some real immediacy, because as we're finding, as you guys around the world know, with disasters like this, the number one need is money.
Is money.
In hand.
And so people being able to have their own agency, being able to make decisions for themselves about what they need and what their family needs, that's our goal, is to get that to the people now. And so we appreciate any support that you can give. All the people who were calling me and texting me and messaging me and saying, what do I do? What do I do? This is what you do.
You know.
The People's Fund of Maui.
Yeah, so basically, like I said, Oprah Winfrey has been in cahoots with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. She mentioned in the video She's been messaging Dwayne about her concerns about the Maui residents. For those of you who do not know, Maui was on fire. I don't know if it's still, but yeah, there was just, it was a massive fire that swept through in like 45 minutes to an hour that burned many homes, displaced a lot of people. A lot of people are still missing to this day. We're still trying, not me personally. Like, I wish I could be down there, but there's a lot of people that are just still missing. So those bodies are, they're still trying to be found. So the whole incident is just, it's very sad. And I'll say this because I don't want to dive too deep into a different direction, even though this all does relate to Maui and to Hawaii. My heart does go out to you guys. I'm from Cali. There's a lot of love out here for you guys. But yeah, just the whole Maui situation between the alarm that was supposed to be called for the residents there to alert them that there was a fire that was never broadcasted, never, rang. Nothing went through. To all the issues with President Biden, him only committing to giving those residents per home $700, which like a one-time amount of $700, which is like crazy. Like it's absolutely insane. Then President Biden also being on vacation during the whole Maui incident as well, the fire. How he was in vacation in Delaware. Like, you guys, I was really just in a tailspin just on TikTok, looking at videos, just making sure I knew what I was talking about. Because a lot of this stuff, I just didn't believe it was true. I'm like, wow. Here we have the president going to Pilates classes with drinking a smoothie. And you have people who are in, calamity, most tragic situation of their life. They've lost loved ones, they've lost property, photos, homes, pets, all types of stuff. But yeah, the president of the United States is, riding his bike in Delaware on vacation, multiple vacations, during like a natural disaster, because that's really what it is. And to have called FEMA out and to only have donated $700 to, Americans, because we got to remember that Hawaii is a part of the United States. Even though they do seem a little far off, they are 100% part of this country, and we need to look out for these people. And, they need to know that, though we are so far from them, that there's so much love out here for Hawaii people. But yeah, and I have to say, I feel so bad just about this situation, how it's just been going down. And, water was shut out for them and just all types of just weird stuff. Like, none of this feels right. It doesn't feel right. But let me get back into the main talking point. Let's talk about this donation. I went on, let me put my little bowl of fruit down. Look at that. Blueberries, some berries, and some oranges. Let me put that down. But yeah, I went online because I needed to find an article. I need to make sure that I had everything clear. So I found this article. It's titled Oprah Winfrey and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson launch fund with $10 million for displaced Maui residents. And I love this picture. I'm going to put the article link down below. It's a very handsome picture of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Oprah's being Oprah. She's just rich. It doesn't matter what she does. She's a billionaire. But yeah, so I found this article. I'm going to read a little bit to you guys. Then I'm just going to kind of just go off. I don't want to say go off the handle, but I'm just going to just talk and just vent to you guys. I have no script today. I don't really even have any talking points. I just want to talk about this because I am feeling some type of way about everything. But yeah, here we go. Oprah Winfrey and Dwayne Johnson have committed $10 million to make direct payments to people on Maui who were unable to return to their homes because of the wildfires through a new fund they announced on Thursday. So it's been a few days since then. The People's Fund of Maui will give $1,200 a month to adults who are not able to return to their primary residence because of the recent wildfires, including people who owned and rented their homes, according to the fund's website. The fund will also seek donations, key word right there, let's just keyword, donations, to extend the length of time it can provide the support. Crazy, right? And just to, go back a little bit on what Oprah Winfrey said, and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, how do we help? The young rock star said he, bro, who's writing this? Star said he and Winfrey asked each other during the wildfires, saying in a video released along with the announcement that they grappled with how to best direct their efforts. You want to take care of the greatest need of the people, and that's giving them money, which I absolutely agree with. The best way to help people, instead of you taking the position of, wanting to give them food or give them certain foods or whatever it is, and wanting to provide like certain just things for people, it's best just to give people the money, and they'll best allocate it to their own personal needs, because you don't need to dive too deep in what people need and how they want to go about money or them begging you for certain things. Just give people money. They can sort through their own problems with just that. It's very simple. They're looking forward to the help of every person who called me and said, "What can I do?" Winfrey said in the video. This is what you can do. So the pair were inspired by a similar fund set up by Dolly Parton after wildfire swept through Gatlinburg, Tennessee, in December 2016, killing 14 people and destroying 2,400 structures. Yes. Okay, so I think that's enough reading. I don't really need to get too deep into this, but let's talk about this, and let's talk about the backlash on TikTok. So after finding that video, the video actually found me. I was just scrolling on TikTok this morning, just looking for like a topic to discuss today, and that came about. And when I did see the video, I immediately went to the comment section because I was very curious to see what was the tone, what are people feeling, like normal Americans. And overwhelmingly, everyone said that it's crazy that you have a multi-billionaire. Let's keep this in mind. Oprah Winfrey, she is worth $2.5 billion. How she gained that money, I know it's a little bit through her network, a little bit through her show, some other stuff that I'm sure she's done. She's a billionaire. That's how she gained her wealth. Then we also have Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. He, according to Forbes, I'm sure he's worth more than that. I'm pretty sure Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is a billionaire or borderlining it, but they said he's worth $800 million, which is like crazy. But he gained that wealth firstly through him being on the WWE. Then from there, he became an actor, and he started his own production company. I can't remember the exact name. I think it's like $7 something entertainment. I'm probably not getting it exactly right, but I know it has $7 in it. But yeah, so through him being an actor, very prominent actor, very famous, very well known, he's worth $800 billion. So you have $800 million. So you have Oprah Winfrey, who's worth $2.5 billion, and Forbes is never right, so she's worth probably $3, $4, $5, maybe $6 billion in whole. Then you have Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, who's, I'm just gonna say he's a billionaire as well. You have these two entities asking for you, Americans or non-Americans, it doesn't matter, but they're asking for you to donate to Maui residents to raise $10 million. yeah, that's crazy. But yeah, the general census on TikTok was, yeah, like, how come they don't just give the $10 million away to the Maui residents to survive? And I don't know. I'm a little bit conflicted in this, because one part of me is saying, okay, you have your own money, right? Like, they made their money. They've worked for a very long periods of time. They're both over the age of 50. They've been working in the entertainment business for a very long time. So how are we supposed to, or, you know, even like justified in asking them to put their money into donating to people? Because, like, that's their money. They can do whatever it is that they want with their money. Like, truly. And this doesn't just go for Oprah Winfrey and for Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. This goes for, like, Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk. There's plenty other billionaires, but, like, Jay-Z. I'm just naming, like, the most popular billionaires. Kanye West was once a billionaire, but Kanye West, Jay-Z, you know, Beyonce, any of them, Rihanna, this goes for any of them. They can do whatever it is that they want with their money, because that's their money. How they gained it, whether it was ethical or unethical, it doesn't really matter. It's like, it's their money, this is their wealth, and they have that right to invest in, and I use that word very strongly, invest in whatever they deem is a priority or necessary. And, you know, I'm not really going to go too hard on Oprah, because Oprah has done wonderful things for certain communities. She has given people cars. She has started schools in Africa. Don't come on here and be like Oprah and her schools and, you know, all the allegations that are going on with the students there. I do generally believe that her intentions of going to Africa was to help a population of young women get educated and find careers and start businesses. I do genuinely believe that the idea was good. Just things went wrong like down the line. And maybe that was like an infrastructure issue that like occurred with like staffing. But yeah, you know, that's their money. And I say all this to say that, can we get on them for having money and not donating it? No, we cannot. But I will say this. I do find it unethical for a billionaire and a multimillionaire to ask the general public to donate to a fund to serve people when they have the means to do it for themselves. And, like, let's think about it like this. Like, I'm really thinking with you guys, like, right now. I'm really just out here thinking. I'm looking at stuff from all angles. But let's think about it like this. Oprah Winfrey, multi-billionaire. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, billionaire at this point. For them to, let's say, each give up $10 million to the people of Hawaii, it would be nothing to them. Like, it wouldn't even make a financial dent in their pockets. Then they could also just write it off, like, if, you know, just for tax purposes. So they might even just get like benefits from that as well. Even if they wanted to, Oprah could split the fund with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Like, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson could give $5 million. Oprah Winfrey could also give $5 million. But yeah, I don't know. It's just the times that we're in. It just does not feel right. I do respect the need. I respect Oprah for seeing a need, and she also is a resident of Maui. I do see that. I do respect her for, I will say this. I don't respect that she wanted to bring a camera crew to interview and to document the people at Maui while they were in duress. You know, like, it's the most horrific thing that could happen to you. Like, you lost family members in a fire, people died, you lost your home, you lost your pets, and to have Oprah Winfrey wanting to come in at your most fragile moment in your life, and for her to want to bring a camera crew, which is crazy already, and to document her talking to these like survivors about their experiences, Not even like a month after this happening, like we're still in weeks. Like if you guys really think about it, we're still in weeks from like the fire. Like these people are no way near healed. We're still looking for bodies. But for her to want to bring a camera crew to film and document this, yeah, that's absolutely absurd. It's actually abhorrent. Like it's bad. Like I would have, I don't know, Oprah Winfrey, I'm trying. Like I'm trying. I do appreciate the fact that she did get pillows for some of these victims. She was trying, she was talking to some of the survivors. I guess she donated like soap and shampoo, like just like some mild stuff for people. So she didn't have to do that, but it's still showing her heart. But yeah, I don't know. It's just, I just don't feel right about any of this. Look at the economy as a whole as well. It's 2023, and I think we are hitting a point where we've been in a recession. We've been in a recession probably since 2000 and I'll probably say 2020, since the pandemic's coming. And currently right now in 2023, we are riding high on like an economic borderlining depression. We have inflation that is out of control. We have like stagflation with pay for employees, for workers. What people are being paid, it's not keeping up with the economy. So yeah, you may have received like $1 or $2 pay raise, like say last year or the year before. It's not keeping up with the margins. So we have groceries that are completely out of control. I live in California. The gas prices out here, it dropped. It was high. It was very ridiculous last year. Gas was almost borderlining $8 in some areas. It did drop very dramatically, but it's also rising back up. Right now, gas in California, it's $6 in some areas, like especially in LA. So it's going to be $6 like in the next month or so. So we have an issue with gas. We have an issue with food. We have a rent crisis here. Not just, here in America, but just all over the world, Canada especially. So we have that. People can't afford to rent studio apartments, 1 bedroom. It's completely unaffordable. So we have a mass homeless crisis that's also happening in California and across the world as well. Then we're also having an issue with immigration. So that's a major crisis. We have, I'm going to just call them what they are. They're illegal immigrants that are here and they're living in the streets in Texas and California. New York is looking like a complete mess too with their immigration issues. Massachusetts is having its problems as well. So this thing is getting really bad. So we have a huge population of people who are on the verge of not surviving. There are people right now who are the working poor, who are working full-time jobs and are still homeless. Depression's high, suicide rates are out of control. This whole economy is it's not doing good. People are just not surviving. They're not thriving. And in the times we're in, you have a billionaire and a multi-millionaire, I'm just going to call Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson what he is. He's a billionaire as well, asking for people who are also struggling for money to donate to people who are also struggling. And here they are in the middle, completely, I don't want to say oblivious, because maybe they are, maybe they aren't. I don't know Oprah. I don't know Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. But who are completely out of touch with reality, who are, I would almost call like death tone to what normal people are going through, the poor and the middle class. But yeah, to ask people to donate something that you already have, it just doesn't sit well with people. And maybe Oprah Winfrey will see this video. Maybe Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson will also see this video. I don't know. Maybe someone out there who's, wanting to donate money, but they can't. This video is also for you. But yeah, I truly believe that they are missing a mark here. And what they're doing is still wonderful. I know we're still going to, not me, but I know they're still going to raise money, which is still wonderful to the people of Maui, the people of Hawaii. But truly, if they wanted to fully help, if they wanted to be 100% committed to these residents, if they truly wanted to be involved and to make an impact, they could do it themselves. They don't need us. They don't need the average Joe who's already struggling to pay their rent, to pay their student loan debt, to buy groceries, who's already probably homeless, who's like living like, the 20-year-olds and 30-year-olds and 40-year-olds who've gone back to their mothers and parents. Luckily enough, who have parents and stuff, have gone back home to survive. They don't have to ask these people to donate. They could just do it themselves. So I don't know. And I also had to ask myself this: if I was in Oprah Winfrey's shoes, if I was a multi-billionaire, I've never had that much money before. I've had a couple thousand. But if I truly did have their type of wealth, would I have even started a donation or started a campaign? And the answer is no. And I say that because it's like I've been in positions in my life where I've had nothing. Like I remember not having enough money for lunch while I'm at school, and having, like at my campus, my old school, I remember having to pick grapefruits just to have something just to eat to get to work the next day, like, or just to get to work on the same day. Like I remember being so broke and lifting to get my next lunch or my next dinner. And I've driven hoopties where my car had no air conditioning and the engine and the transmission was failing and my tires are bald and I'm trying to pay for school. So I remember how it feels to not have nothing, to be struggling, just the weight of poverty. And when you're in that mist of just, being that depressed and that malnourished, you're in survival mode. So me being me, understanding how it feels to be broke and struggling and not having any money in my bank account and just it being negative and not knowing how to provide for myself while I'm in the pit. I truly don't want anyone to experience that. And if I did have the financial means to help someone, especially like someone going through like a natural disaster, if I had the means to do it, yeah, I would have just given the money. And with Oprah, with her platform, I think it would have helped her so much better if she even announced like, hey, I'm giving $10 million instead of doing a donation. Same thing with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. I'm sure Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, I'm butchering his name, I'm so sorry. But yeah, I'm sure he's a great person. But yeah, it's just, you two are in such great financial standings. And to ask people to give maybe their last few bucks, or some people only have, like after their paycheck, only have $20 after then to get to the next paycheck. But to ask these people for donations, I don't know, it just does not feel ethical to me. It just does not feel right. So that's just like my 2 cents in it. And then again, it's your money. You can do whatever you want with it. I would never ask a billionaire to donate to me if I was in need of something. My only hope was that, like, if someone truly was in need, the right people will come to you in that moment and help and want to provide for you until you can get back on your feet. Because that's all these people need in Maui. They're just trying to get back on their feet. I'm sure a lot of them want to work. I'm sure a lot of them want to have their homes, but they just need like a little bit of help. In the meantime, maybe waiting for their insurance to kick in, while they're looking for their loved ones, while they're in a moment of just, just agony and pain. It's just, it's hard to look up when you're struggling and you're just hurting. So yeah, my heart goes out to all the residents out there in Hawaii. I'm definitely be praying for you guys. I'm still going to put this article up on my my YouTube so you guys can check it out. And also included in the article is the link to where you can donate to the People's Fund of Maui. So regardless of the fact that Oprah Winfrey and Dwayne The Rock Johnson aren't donating per se, they're not personally giving their own money to this donation, you still can be part of helping these Maui residents, which you still should. I did check out the fund. The minimum amount you can give, just a one-time, amount, you can give $5 to these residents. So regardless of Oprah Winfrey, of Dwayne The Rock Johnson, if you do feel it in your heart to give, like you're looking for a place to donate, the link will be in the article, so you can still do that. Other than that, this concludes my video for today. I'm going to keep on doing more research on the Maui situation, and a lot of love and a lot of prayers to any of the Maui residents. And I also want to say this. If you are a Hawaii resident, if you know anyone who's in Hawaii who was part of the Maui fire, you have any information like that, this question really goes to you. I just want to ask some stuff. How do you guys feel about this donation that Dwayne The Rock Johnson and Oprah Winfrey have started? How do you feel about Oprah Winfrey wanting to document your pain, your sorrows? And her wanting to bring a camera crew into, I guess, these little sites where the victims are trying to heal and trying to recover. How do you guys feel about Oprah Winfrey owning 2,000 acres of land on Hawaii, and a couple other millionaires and billionaires as well? And what are your guys' overall temperature with everything that's happening? How do you guys feel about this video? How do you feel about the donation? And, how do you guys feel about, I guess, also President Biden? How do you guys feel about him not really caring about your guys' pain and everything that's going on the island? So, yeah, go ahead and comment down below. I would love to see the comments. I'm going to respond to maybe a few of them. But, yeah, I'm just curious. I want you guys to vent and just speak your mind like I am. But yeah, other than that, you guys have a wonderful day. I'm going to try to stay dry since it's still raining out here in Cali. Crazy weather. It's been raining all weekend. What's happening? I don't know. Sorrows, prayers, Jesus' tears probably. Who knows at this point. But yeah, wishing you guys the absolute best. And stay safe out there. And eat some vegetables, eat some fruit like I am. I'm trying to stay healthy this year. So yeah, just stay healthy.
Oprah and The Rock are getting backlash for the Maui Fire Fund that they just started. Why? Because this billionaire and that multi-hundred millionaire are asking you for money. You, normal people. Listen.
And we were so concerned about what was happening in Maui that we were texting back and forth. And I read this article that Dolly Parton had given money in her community. And I said, I think this is the answer. You said, I think that's the answer.
I said, I love it.
And so we have created the People's Fund of Maui that will put money directly in the hands of the people who need it right now. So if you send a donation, just click where you see below and send a donation. That money is going to go to one of many residents who have been displaced in Maui. We guarantee.
That's right. I know a lot of people out there, as Oprah and I have been finding, are just having a hard time trusting where the money goes. What organization should I send money to? How can I help? In this case, the fund that we created with a lot of hard work from a lot of hardworking people who all care about these people of Maui. As Oprah was saying, it is a clean, direct from you directly to their hands, and right away with some real immediacy, because as we're finding, as you guys around the world know, with disasters like this, the number one need is money.
Is money. In
hand.
Yeah, it really
so
is.
people being able to...
Yeah, so money is the most important part. So how much is Oprah and The Rock donated? Well, it says right here that Oprah Winfrey and Dwayne Johnson have committed $10 million to make direct payments to people on Maui who are unable to return to their homes because of the wildfires through a new fund they announced. So they've committed $10 million through that fund that is funded by you. And when I typed in how much has Oprah donated to Maui, it says 10 million. But when I typed in how much is The Rock, it showed me this. So the 10 million that is coming committed by Oprah Winfrey and Dwayne Johnson is not even from them. It's from you, the people. So that's where all this backlash is coming from. Now, do you think that a billionaire whose house is on Maui that wasn't affected by the fire, I mean, obviously it was affected, but like it wasn't burned down or anything, do you think that she should take care of the community that she lives in? Or do you think that you should take care of it and she should take all the credit for it? That's the backlash. What do you guys think?